Hey mom, today I was craving a sweet treat, so I rode my bicycle on a self-directed bakery tour around Chiang Mai. A sweet treat in this context is a small finite pleasure selected with awareness of time, place, and personal agency. It's not about nutrition, indulgence, or reward systems. It's about acknowledging that a life well lived includes moments that exist purely to be enjoyed while they're available. A sweet treat, chosen deliberately, interrupts the reflex to ask whether something is efficient, beneficial, or strategically sound. It creates a boundary around the moment and says this time is allowed to be simple. That boundary matters. Without it, days blur together, especially when living abroad, working consistently, and maintaining routines meant to support long-term stability. Presence is not accidental. It's created through small, concrete choices that anchor attention in what's happening rather than what should happen next. The temporary nature of everything involved added another layer of weight. Bakeries are especially fragile businesses. Menus change, owners move on, rents increase, and places disappear quietly. Even if a shop remains, the version you encounter today is not guaranteed to exist again in the same form. A sweet treat acknowledges that reality without trying to preserve it. Enjoyment becomes a response to impermanence rather than a denial of it. The treat matters because it will not always be there and because you will not always be here in the same way. That awareness extends beyond the bakery itself. Being in Chiang Mai at this stage of life is also temporary. Routines feel normal while they're happening, but later they become stories rather than structures. Choosing to stop, look around, and enjoy something small is a way of marking that this period existed and mattered. A sweet treat functions as a timestamp. It attaches sensory detail to an otherwise ordinary day, turning it into something recallable rather than forgettable. The real leverage comes from how these moments convert into memory. The value of the treat is not found in taste, calories, or cost, but in what it preserves. Memory is shaped by contrast and attention, not by restraint. Years from now, the specifics of work schedules or weekly habits will fade. What remains are moments where a decision was made to engage with life as it was unfolding. In the end, the sweet treat was never about indulgence. It was about choosing presence over optimization, honoring the temporary nature of place and experience, and investing in memory as a meaningful form of return. Expanding that lens makes it clear that balanced long-term thinking is not about avoiding moments like this, but about contextualizing them correctly. Long-term health, financial stability, and direction are built through patterns, not through the elimination of every small pleasure. A single pastry doesn't derail a trajectory any more than a single workout defines it. What matters is the overall posture towards life. Allowing space for a sweet treat reinforces a sustainable relationship with discipline. It shows that care for the future does not require rigidity in the present. The balance comes from knowing when something is structurally important and when it is simply a moment to be experienced. That distinction prevents long-term thinking from becoming joyless or brittle. A life designed with room for intentional enjoyment is one that can actually be maintained. Seen this way, the bakery tour was a quiet confirmation that balance is an active practice, not a compromise. It's the ability to hold future-minded values while still engaging fully with what is available now. I indulged in a sweet treat and that was it for my day. Okay, love you, bye.